Yeah, thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So now we are in process to start the afternoon sessions of the LaTeX workshop. So before starting the session, I would like to invite my one of the best student who is doing PhD from Jena University, Germany, Mr. Nikhil Kumar. I welcome you all in this event. So, Mr. Nikhil Kumar, kindly take care of this session. Over to Mr. Nikhil Kumar.
Okay, thank you, sir. So, I would like to request Dr. Akshay for kindly start today's session. Dr. Akshay, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, sir, you can start.
Okay, thank you, Nikhil.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon to everyone. Let me share the screen. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'm not to share the screen.
Nikhil, kindly assign as a host to Dr. Akshay sir.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nikhil, please. Okay, thank you, Nikhil. All right. So, is the screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so I would like to answer a couple of questions before we further proceed. So there was one question that can how to add the blank page, all right, in a document. So this is how you add the blank page. There is a command here. Blank page. The command is /phantom, and then you have to put some argument. It doesn't matter whatever argument you put in that command. LaTeX will not compile that. All right. So it means we are giving some text in between two pages, but LaTeX will not compile it. So it will be like adding a new page, blank page with the page number as well. All right. No need to add page. What you have to do is you simply write down, do a new page, take a new page, then add this command, and you write whatever you want in the text argument, and then again you take a new page. All right, and then it will create a new blank page. You can see a new blank page here. Is it clear? Okay. Second query was regarding how to box. Second question was how to box an equation. So to box an equation, we can use align environment, and then we'll have to use one package which is called math tools. So I have added that package here, use package math tools, and then we can write down the equation. All right, so let me write down, okay, and then we can use this command a boxed. So I'll remove this command right now, and then I'll show you the equation. So let me copy that, so that okay, so that is already done. I'll compile it, and we can see now once it is compiled. Okay, so focus on these two equation number 2.6 and equation number 2.7. And now in order to box this equation, I'll use a command /a boxed, and then I'll this is how you add the equation. All right. Oh, sorry. I don't want to use it in array. I want to use it in align. So a boxed. Okay, and then left hand side and right hand side, and then okay, so left hand side and right hand side will be separated by ampersand. And now if we compile, then it will box the equation. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Similarly, you can use the a box for the second equation, and so on and so forth. All right. Okay, if you are writing inline equations, inline mode, you are not using any environment for writing the equation, so you are simply writing a formula, then you can use a simple command boxed. All right, so this is how you use it. So this is our formula. If I don't use this command, this will appear plain without a box, correct? But if you use, okay, I will have to use that here, and then so I'll use, when you use box command, then the equation is then boxed. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. And there are also advanced version of this box command where you can also choose the color for when inside the box. All right. You can explore that later. Okay, and the last question was how to corner the page numbering. In order to corner the page number, we have to use this command. So we want the page number to appear on one of the corners. All right. So using this command, it will appear on the right top corner. So this is the command: use package scr layer dash scr page, and then we have to clear off the page styles, whatever page styles was chosen before to assign the page number. We have to clear that off, and then you involve O head page mark. So these three things should be written together, I mean one after other. Then your page numbers will be on the top right corner. If I let me comment them, and now the page number will be right at the bottom and in the center. And if I uncomment them, so if I activate these codes, these packages, then they will appear on the right top corner. Is this clear? Okay, good. So now let's proceed. So we have already talked about this. We were over here. You can also write down the equations as columns using this align environment. All right. So these equations will appear as a column. If you write it like this, they will appear like in column. All right, because all the equations are perfectly aligned, so it will appear like they are written in columns. And if you don't want to number all the equations, you use no number. And only the last equation will be numbered. All right. So this is the numbering for entire equation, but then it will appear on the first row. So according to the formatting, the LaTeX will automatically choose it. Okay. Then how to adjust the spaces in equations. All right. So this is how you use the spaces in the equation. Yes. So we'll use align star environment so that the equations are not numbered. And then, so let me compile and we'll see the result automatically. That will be more clear that way. Okay. Can you see the pattern here? First two equations are exactly, there is very little difference between number 1 and number 2. All right. Then number 3, number 4, number 5, the distance keeps on increasing. You can have this spacing, more and more spacing. All right. We generally use quad command here or q quad command for large spacing. These commands can also be used within paragraphs. So you can also use quad within paragraphs. So let me use that here. But QUAD quad, be chapter number 2, and we are using quads only between but and here. There should be chapter number 2. Okay, so you can see there is a space here between but and here. And if you use Q quad, it will insert large space. All right. So they can also be used in between paragraphs. All right, now let's talk mathematical fonts. These are very useful to write down the equations. In many equations, we have to use Calibri fonts or bold fonts and so on and so forth. All right, so mathematical element needs to be typeset using fonts containing characters or symbols of a certain style, like calligraphy, fracture, and blackboard. Excuse me. So let me compile this. In this equation is written in inline mode. Now you can see the equation, right? So this mathcal b is a command. So this will turn this regular b into a calligraphic b. All right. This t here will also be turned into a calligraphic t. And then we have a big cup symbol, that is the symbol we talked about yesterday. You can use from here in the panel, all right? And then this T here will also be turned into a calligraphic T using this math cal T symbol. All right, so let's compile this. Okay, this B and the first B appears in the equations are different. And the T is also a calligraphic T. So many times we require this kind of symbols in our equation. Yes or no? And let me show how the symbols appear for different typeset. So this is the first one is Calibri. Second one is Frac. Sorry, second one is Calibri. Third one is Frac. Fourth one is Blackboard type. BB for Blackboard, and the first one is a regular size, right? Which is almost same as Blackboard style. So you can use this commands math cal, math frac, math BB even in between the paragraphs. All right. Okay. ठीक है. And now, any other doubts for the equations? Okay, so I would like to show one more equation here. That so let's compile this. This equation we also encounter most of the times. What happened? Define control sequence, align. Begin equation. Moment. Okay. Let's know equation structure. Begin align. Okay, so correct. 1 minute. Let's see. If not, then we'll have to use aligned. Okay, right now I'll comment this because it's not so required. Okay, what I wanted to emphasize on this kind of equations. So this is the equation. Now if I compile, let's look at the result. So this type of equations are also possible. The package required for equations are AMS math. That is the package required. AMS math. I'll show you the package. This is the package. So lastly, we came to this kind of equations, right? How to write down this type of equation? So we'll use equation array environment, EQN array, and then inside that we will use another environment which is called begin array. All right. Okay. And so we want to write down delta of x. So we'll first use that symbol delta x equal to. Then on the right hand side, I have the left brace. So I'll use left curly braces. And then I'll start another environment begin array. All right. And it will have two columns. So I'll use two columns here. And then the first entry is 1. And then for x is equal to 0. So I'll use the command mbox for and then x. Then equal to 0, it means equiv is the command for equal to, and then 0. And I don't want to number them. So I'll say no number. And the second entry is 0 and otherwise. And then I'll use the alignment operator as and when required. All right. And this is how then I'll close this AND array, and then I'll close the braces. So I'll use right, and then I don't want to close the right brace, so I won't put any brace there. I'll simply put a dot, and then I'll say no number. Okay, so this is how you can. Yes, I'll show the package once again. Okay. Okay. All right. And now you can also write down very long and very complicated equations. All right. So I'll show you one equation, and then you try to write it down. Okay. So you can choose any one equation out of this. And you can also write down this kind of equations in LaTeX by whatever we have learned so far. Excuse me. Okay, so I have written down the equation. So let me explain. At least I'll explain one equation so that everybody get the idea. So I'll compile the equations. I'll choose this equation, the last equation, and I'll compile it, and I will try to explain. Okay, everybody can see the equation? Hold on for a minute. All right, okay. So now the equation is visible. Okay, so in order to type the left hand side, left hand side is very easy. We will use the m into brackets, but that's m is a calligraphic m, so I'll use math cal m. Then in regular braces, I'll use b to d, so it is b slash 2. You can also use right arrow as we discussed yesterday, and then d, and then L plus L minus. Right, you can simply write down L plus and L minus and see the effect. Let me show you the effect of L plus and L minus. And there is a command E double L plus and E double L minus. So this is the effect of E double L plus and E double L minus. If we simply write down L plus and L minus, the effect will be different. The font will change basically. All right. Can you see the effect? Is plain L. But if you use E double L, then it will be. Okay, and now to type this part, so it is equal to, then for this part we use frac command, frac capital G, then alpha. All right, I think I'll have to choose this. I want to use this. Okay, yes, that is correct. And then square root of 2 pi. So square root is sqrt 2 and pi, and then v star tb td. So v star, and then tb should be in the braces, td should also be in the braces, and then I'll use big curly braces, so bi double g left. All right, and then this c9 effective, c9 e double f. So c is Roman, so I'll use math rm cf. All right, and then d bar, so I'll use bar, and then d. All right, then these symbols are like gamma nu, so it is gamma nu. And okay, so I think now it will be clear to you how to go about formatting and writing these equations. All right, so now let's talk about. I think everyone is clear about equations. If you have questions, you can always ask the questions. And now let's talk about matrices. How to include matrices in our equation, in our article. All right. Okay. So again, I'll. Okay, it doesn't matter actually. Yes. Okay. So matrices, we have another environment for matrices, which is known as begin matrix and end matrix. Okay. So if you simply use this environment, begin matrix and end matrix, but you have to use the dollar sign. All right, then you will see the matrices, but you don't see any braces here. The start command for the equation is begin equation and end equation, and then you write down the equation in between that environment. So you start by writing begin equation. I'll simply type it here once. So it is slash begin, and then equation, and then it will be followed by end equation, and then you can write down your equation over here, right? Whatever equation you want. No, for to use begin equation, we don't need any package. But to explore that begin align and begin equation array, for that the AMS math package is required. So it is always better to include that package before writing the equation. Okay. Yes. So if you do this, the matrix will appear, but it won't have any braces. It won't have a name as well. All right. If I want to include the braces, what shall I do? I'll use P matrix here. I'll use, instead of matrix, I'll say begin P matrix. For matrix, no, we don't have to use any other package for matrix. It is the AMS math will automatically take care of that. Okay. Okay, now let me show you how to change the braces. You can also use curly braces, or not curly but square braces, then vertical braces. So this is how you use that. All right. So if you want round brackets, you use P matrix. Then if you want square brackets, then use B matrix. Curly brackets, then capital B matrix. Then you put vertical lines, then you use VM matrix. If you want double vertical lines, then you use capital V matrix. Is it clear? Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
let's check that. So I'll use capital B, and we'll see what is the effect. All right, curly braces. Good. So this is called inline matrices. All right. So these are inline matrices which can also appear in your paragraph. Okay. Okay. So let me show that how it appears in the paragraph. 1 minute. Okay. So if you are writing a paragraph and you want to include a matrix, then you can use this. From here we start. All right. So this text will appear. Trying to type set an inline matrix here, and a matrix will appear, but that matrix is larger, and that's why we say that it is, but it looks too large, and then we'll draw the small matrix. Okay. See, 1 minute. I'll do a page line break. I think you got the idea, right? So this text, this, let's say it's a paragraph, and you want to include a matrix, but it is too big, so we'll use this command then to create a small matrix. But this is inline method. All right. So this will only work while writing a paragraph. Is it clear? Okay. Now we want to we can use that begin matrix environment inside the equation environment, and which is very useful. Let me show why it is useful, so that you can write down equations with matrix. I mean, matrix equations, like if you want to solve like what kind of equation, ax is equal to b, eigenvalue equation for matrix ax is equal to b. So you want to write down matrix A, and then matrix A x, and then equal to matrix B, and all those stuff. So that can be written when you nest your begin matrix environment into the begin equation environment. So this is how it is done. You first write down begin equation, then then so we write down the begin equation first. All right, and then we define the name of the matrix, which is, I'll call it matrix A, equal to begin B matrix or P matrix, whatever braces you want to choose. And then I'll define my matrix. So my matrix will be A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. And then I'll end this B matrix. And then I want to define another matrix, then I'll again use begin matrix, and another matrix will be x1, x2, x3, and then I'll end the begin equation line. And let's see the result. Alright, so this is the result. This is the result of that equation. Alright. You can similarly add two matrix, multiply two matrix. You can also write it down. Okay. So that is all about matrices. You have different braces and you know how to create the matrix. That's it. Any questions regarding matrices? So if I add a plus here, it will be like A plus this matrix. So everybody please try. I hope you are trying on your machines. Meanwhile, which star symbol? In the begin equation, ma'am, you are asking about begin equation? Oh, okay. I mean, yes. So it is times. Or you can choose to have no symbols for multiplication. For multiplication of the matrix, we simply don't use any symbol as such. But if you want, you can use this symbol times, or else you can use C dot. So let me use C dot. Okay. Okay, all good with equations? Okay, lastly, let me tell you that all these environments, petals, okay, B matrix means it will see B matrix is defined because we want to set the braces to square braces, square brackets. The brackets will be square, that's why it is B. Yeah, so if you write B matrix, your brackets will be square. That's the only thing here. If I change B to P, it will be rectangle. Let me change B to P for the first matrix, and I'll keep B for the second matrix. You can see the difference. Oh, 1 minute. That I'm using a different. Yes. So this is P matrix. P matrix, and now. So the first matrix will the brackets for first matrix will change. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, you can write V matrix for to use like to express it as a determinant. That is correct because it will. Let me write down V matrix, and then it will appear like vertical bars. So it will tell us about it will denote the determinant. Correct. Yes, the symbol for pipes is same as the modular symbol. Okay, dagger, it's very simple. You simply write down dagger slash dagger. That's it. Look at the screen. It is slash daggr. The command is already available. Daggr. and dagger will appear. Okay, you have a dagger here. Okay. All right. Any more questions with equations on or matrices? Okay. Okay, I got your point. Subscript, superscript, and subscript to matrix. Yes, that is correct. Okay, I'll check that. All right. Superscript. Okay. Uh, where dagger where can we put a dagger after matrix? Uh, no, I think it won't work like that. I'll check and answer. Maybe I can answer you in the next session. Maybe I have to check. Okay. You can keep posting the questions. All right. Okay. And meanwhile, we'll start with a new session because there is a lot more to cover now. So now we'll go for images and tables. Okay. So I'll close this session for equations. All right. And because LaTeX, as I said, it is very deep and it is ever exploring. All right. So okay. So including images and tables. This is again very important, right? Okay, so let's start with including image. So including image is very easy. In fact, we have to use one extra package, which the name of the package is graphics. Let me show you the package. This is the package, use package graphics. All right, and I'll also cover this. All right, so I'll add to our workshop file. Graphics package is not there, so I'll add it. Okay, with the graphics package, now you have included the graphics package, right? And what you do is now use this command, include graphics, to include the images. All right, so let me show the directory. I'm using this folder. All right, LaTeX workshop is the folder because it is important for the placement of your image. All right, because LaTeX will search that image in a special directory, so your images should be at a proper location. Then only it will be fetched. Okay, so I'm using this all text file and everything is in this folder. I'll show the folder once again. Right. Okay, then your images should only be in the same folder where your .tex file is it clear to everyone? This must be clear, that your images must be in the either, I mean, it must be in the same folder where your text files are. Okay, so that's why I'll put my images. I'll use these three images. All right, in a folder. I'll copy them in this folder itself. Okay. And now let's try to include the image. All right. Okay. And meanwhile, I don't want to use this graphics path command. Right now, I'll simply use graphics. Yes. So let me show that to you. Right now, I'm working in this folder, LaTeX folder. All right. Whatever we are doing, all text files are created in these folders. So whatever image you want to include in your article, those images must be also in the same folder. All right. So I'll open this folder and I'll show you the images. The images are over here. So I have one image which is PNG type. All right. There is one image which is JPG, and there is one image which is EPS. So I have purposely taken three different image types. All right. So these three types are supported by LaTeX. So all three images are in the same folder. All right. And then now we will use the command include graphics. All right. So let me use include graphics. And first, before that, we have to add this package graphics. All right. So now let's use this command. And that command can be used standalone or in a package. So I'll use it standalone first of all. Let's use that alone. All right. Let's see what happens. So logo. So yes. So this is how it appears. Now let me explain the command. The command is include graphics, and then you have to set the size of the image in how much portion of the page this image appears, that you have to choose. Yes. All right. 1 minute. So if I change the text width to 0.5, the image will appear larger. All right. If I change it to 1.0, it will almost use the entire width of the page. Yes, if you want to, let's say you are working in folder A, all your text files are in folder A, then in that folder, you can randomly put your images. That is fine. If you want to create another folder, let's say folder B inside folder A, and then you want to put your images in folder B, then too it is fine. But then we have to specify the path of folder B in the preamble of the document. So it is one and the same thing. It is like I'm saying that you keep the size to be equal to the text width. If it is 1.0, then size will be equal to text width. It is not multiplication, but yes, it is kind of multiplication. Yes. 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 How to specify the path? I'll show that to you. First of all, we'll not use a different folder for images. All right. Right now we are not creating different folder, so it is easy. No need to create no need to specify the path. So this is how it will work. All right. And now if you want to specify the path, then I have to again. This is my images. All right. So I have to delete those from there. Uh, where are my images now? Okay, so these are the images. I'll delete them, and EPS. There's one more EPS. Okay, so I'll delete them. And now my images. So again, I repeat it. I'm working in LaTeX workshop folder, and then now I've created separate folder whose name is pics. We can give size as PT, but then for that we have to use different command named scale. All right. Let's see, 1 minute. You can see over here, include graphics, scale is 0.2. But then that is scale. But in terms of PT, No, I think we cannot do that to include graphics. Your graphic should be in proportion to either the line width or the text width. Okay. Okay. Now, so my folder, the images are in folder pics, and now I'll show how to include the path. So you can see this command, graphics. This command will only work if you have included graphics package. All right. So once you have included graphics package, you can set up the path, graphics path, curly braces. There will be one more curly braces. Then you put a dot, and then slash, and then this is name of the folders, name of the folder in which you have kept your files or images, and then you close the braces accordingly. Is it clear? This is how you provide the path. And now let's see if that works or not, because I've deleted the images from the actual folder and now we have kept them in. So yes, it will work. Okay, but image is very large, so that's why I'll again choose 0.2 text width size. So I'll say 0.2. Okay. So far so good. Any doubt about simply including the image? No, right? Okay. Now I want to. Oh, where is my image? Yes. Okay. Now I want to center this image. So I'll use centering command. I'll simply say centering, and that should appear in the center. All right. And now let's talk about how to caption the image and how to label the image. All right, and then how to cite that image. Okay, let me also, before including the caption, let me also show you how to rotate the image. So I'll use another image and I'll rotate. I want to rotate that image by 45 degree. So this is the command using which you can rotate the image. It will start with include graphics. Then you have to say the scale 0.2. So it is exactly same as the command written above. And then comma, and then you have to specify the angle by which you want to rotate it. Okay, so now I'll remove the centering here. And then the name of the file. You don't have to mention the extension. If you mention the extension, then too it is all right, JPG. But if you don't mention the extension, then too you are good. Okay, I'll advise everyone to keep the name of the file such that there is no spaces in between. All right. So now let's see how the image appears. All right, so that's the second image is 45 degree rotated. The first image is as it is. All right, if you choose the angle to be 0, then it is as it is. As it is. Okay, now if you want to create a space between two images, then we can use this H line or H line. Okay, here, and let's see what it does. It will, sorry, we have to include V line. It's a vertical line. All right, or H fill or 1 minute. Let's include V. No, I'll first have to remove this and then again compile them. All right, you can use quad command. Okay, you can see there are spaces now created between two images. You can see Q quad to create large images. Okay, so that's good so far. All right, and now let's see how to capture the image. Alright. So for that we have to use one environment which is called begin figure. So we have to use begin figure environment to caption and label the image. So we'll start with that. We'll write down begin and then figure, figure, will be followed by end figure. And then you can add your images and you can also put the captions there. Alright. So let me add our first image here. And I'll add the caption. So to write down the caption, you can write slash, right, and text, whatever text you want to include. Right. So I'll include this text. Alright. Similarly, I'll use the second image and caption and third image and caption. I take 3 images with the caption. Alright. The SM physics is another image. Okay. And so if you want to include the caption, then you have to use begin figure environment. Now let's see how this appears. Okay, I think caption. Okay, no, so 1 minute. Hold on. Okay. See, the images has been created. I'll recompile them. All right. So after this command is executed, we have the images created here. First image and its caption. The second image, its caption, and third image and its caption. All right. Okay. I can center them by using centering command. Centering, and then it will appear. All will appear in the center. Okay. So diagram 2. Figure 2.1, 2.2, and 2.3. And now see the commands is written over here. Let's say I write down this command just above the matrix, for example, matrix command. So let's say I want to include my diagrams, my figures over here, and not at the end of the um, article. So let's see where it will appear. So it is compiled, and we see that the images still appears at the end of the document. Yes or no? Yes, I'll show it to you how to give the reference. So what I'm saying over here is that uh, although we want to we included this command midway in the article, the images are appearing at the end of the document. This is the by default LaTeX formatting, but we can force LaTeX to include the image where we placed it actually. So for that we will use image position specifiers. So there are position specifiers uh, for images as well as for tables. So let me tell you about the position specifiers. So there are few position specifiers like a T, B, H. T for top, B for bottom, H for H means the image should appear at the position where you are specifying it. Then there is H, ampersand, then capital H, and so on and so forth. All right. So right now, what we'll do is we'll use H here. So curly braces, and I'll write on H, and let's see. It is not. I mean, it might not happen that the image may appear there, because ultimately the control of the formatting is with LaTeX. So we don't know whether the image will appear there or not. So it is not appearing there. Uh, Yes, so before matrix. No. Let me see if they appear before matrix. They are not appearing before matrix, right? Oh, 1 minute. Oh, okay. I put this specifier at different position, in correct position. I'll include this specifier just before the matrix. All right, I have matrix here, and just before the matrix, we also specified the image, and I'll use the position specifier there now. And let's see, it is taking its own time, and now you can see that the matrix, the images are forced to appear before the matrix. Can you see that? Earlier, the images were at the end of the article. Now the images are forced to appear where they were written, where the code for the images was written before matrix, and it they have appeared here. All right. Okay, and now we can cite these images by using a command which is label, as we did for equations. So label, and then you write down your own label. So because it is diagrams, I'll use FIG figure, and whatever reference I want to give. So I'll say hello. All right. I'll say particle physics at MSc or XC. This is my reference label. And now if I want to cite this image somewhere else, then so let me cite it. So you have to remember the label, right? And then let's say I want to cite this over here, for example. So I'll use which command? I'll use reference ref, and then label, and my label starts with F. So as soon as I'll put F, the label will appear. All labels with F appears here, and then that's it. I'll have to we'll compile it and we'll see. Okay, if you want, then you write down that, then you include that image separately and specify the position for it separately. Right? And because that image specifier, a position specifier is applicable to entire begin figured environment. So if you want a separate image, then you use a separate begin figured environment. Okay, so this image, where is that? There are two ways we can include footnotes. Will be somewhere here, and anti-particles, and okay. Okay, so that was there 2.6. All right, that image was 2.6, diagram 2.6. See, so it appeared like diagram 2.6 there. Are you getting the point, or did you understood? Did you understand how to cite or how to use the reference? How to cross-reference the images? Okay, repeat which part? The cross-referencing part? Okay. So first of all, you specify the label for the image, like we did for equations. All right, and then you use that label whenever you want to cite that image. So we have done it. I don't remember where, but let's see. I will try to find it out. So let's say I want to use it over here. So I'll cite. I want to use the. So which command I'll use? Yes, that is what I am showing. This how. So now look at the screen. Let's say I want to include this image over here in between the text, inside the text. Then I'll use the command /ref reference. All right, I'll use the command /ref, enter. And now what was the label of our images? It started with figure, so I'll space F, and the entire label will appear. You select that label. All right, and just to denote here, I'll use diagram. I'll write the diagram, and then I'll use brackets here, so that figure 2.6 will appear in brackets. Will be easier to identify. Is it clear to everyone? And now let's compile this. So this is where are we including it? Chapter number 2. All right, so yes, chapter number 2 में हमने इनको उसको include किया. So let's see in chapter number 2. So after compilation, okay, chapter number 2. Yes. Now can you see the image? I mean the referencing here. Okay, 2.6. If we click that, then it will take you to the image 2.6. Okay, now that 2.6, that label is only for this image. All right, so this label is only for this image. Similarly, you can specify the label for all three images, and you can use them because all three images are specified by different image number: 2.4, 2.5, 2.6. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, and what is that question? No search box for source code, ma'am. Can you explain? I mean, what you wanted to ask? Okay, Majid. Thank you. Okay. Okay, now okay. 1 minute. Let's see. Let's focus on the caption of each images. Do you see any changes in the caption of the images? No change, right? Okay. But it's different. All right. Don't worry, everyone. There is a repeated request from the participants that I should share the file that I'm working in. I'll definitely share the file with you. Just give me some time. All right, I'll compile it in such a way that you will in PDF you will be see both the codes as well as the result. All right. And if you want, I can also share .tx file with you. So don't worry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to include one more package here. Just focus on the screen. This package is use package. Then I want to keep the font to be small, and my label font label should be boldface, and then the argument will be caption. All right. So if I include that package, Then what are the changes here? You can see the changes on the changes are more, this package is only for to customize the graph caption. Now you can see the caption starts with boldface, right? And the caption font has also reduced. Yes or no? So instead of boldface, if you want other, then you can use italic and something else. So I'll keep boldface, all right now. Okay. Okay. Any doubt so far? How the figure number is 2.1, 2.2, and not 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, because this is inside chapter 2. See, all these things we have done so far is in chapter number 2. So that's why all the tables, all the equations, all the diagrams will be numbered as 2.1, 2.2, and so on and so forth, because we are using our document class style is report and not the article. If I change it to article, let me change it to article to just show the effect. So I'll change it to article, and now I'll also have to change the chapters. Chapter will won't work here there with article. Chapter only works with report class, right? So I'll change this chapter to section. Oh, no need for that. I'll also have to change the section chapter above. Okay, section. And now let's see the effect. AMS article. Oh, sorry. Yeah. See. Yeah. So there was a spelling mistake. There was a spelling mistake. Okay, so it is compiled, and let's see diagram numbers. See, now all the equations are in numbers 13, 14, 16, 17. And the number for the figure is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is it clear, Agnivesh? Yes, okay, good. All right. So this is how we include the images, and okay, I think yeah, these are the image specifiers I was telling you. Right? T for top, B for bottom, H for where you placed it. All right. Then P is top again. Then exclamation mark. Then H, and you can also use the combined image specifier. Like you can use TB for example. So it tells you, it tells LaTeX to put the image either on top or on bottom, nowhere in between. Then T and H. All right. So image, if you use T and H combined specifier, so if I use T, H and T here, then it tells LaTeX to what? LaTeX will be forced to keep the image on the same page but on the top of the page. Right? If it be HB, then it will be forced to keep the image on the bottom but on the same page where it is specified, like that. Okay. Okay, the best choice if you want to insert photos, let's say if you have photos, then the best choice will be to use JPG file. It will give you good results. That's it, nothing more. Then if you have like screenshots or insert diagrams, then the best choice is PNG file. All right. Okay. For diagrams, I'll insist you generate a vector version of the diagram, and there will be eps file. All right. We can also, there is one more environment for a figure, which is big. Will start, definitely it will start with begin figure, and then we'll include begin sub figure. All right, begin sub figure environment. is used to place the image side by side. So let me show that to you. All right, so let's I put the specifier edge and all my images are there. So I want to include 2 images with their own captions. What happened? Okay, end figure. Centering begins of figure and of figure. Okay. Oh. Let me again compile them. Okay, 1 minute here. Okay, now in order to use this sub figure environment, we'll have to add one package which is named as sub caption. So I'll use that package over here. Use package, and the name of the package is sub caption. You can see that package automatically appears, sub caption. All right, and that takes care of the that sub figure environment. The old package was like a wrap figure. The name of the old package was wrap figure. Now that package is obsolete, not used. So the new package is sub caption. And now let's see what happened to the diagrams. Okay, so you can see this is the result of the last sub figure environment. The images will appear side by side with their own caption as well as the global caption. So this is the caption for the first image. This is the caption for second image, and this is the caption for global image. Global. This is a global caption. Is it clear to everyone? And then we can again use the label so that we can cite this. We can cross-reference this image. Okay, good. Anything else before we move to tables? Okay, let me show you some images here. So these are the graphs. Somebody was asking yesterday that can we export the graph from origin, something like that, import the graph from origin. These are the graphs created in Mathematica. And but then if you can save them in like JPG or other file format, then you can then include them. All right, and using that sub figure environment, we can create this kind of, you can have like more number of diagrams in a single page with their own captions as well as a global caption. Outline to what, Amarjit? Image outline, you mean to say? I'll check. I'll have to check. Okay. All right. Okay. So now let's move on to create the tables. All right. All right. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay, so I think we can have a question answer session because we are going to have a break in 5 minutes. Correct, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So we'll start tables in the next session. That is correct, Rohan, but that is not available in LaTeX. You cannot import the graph directly into LaTeX from origin. Okay. I hope everybody is trying whatever is done here on their machines. That is how you actually learn. Text file to Word. You can create PDF file and then convert PDF to Word. You can try that. But how? I mean, text file to Word. No, I mean, there will be. I don't think so. It will be possible. No, GIF files are not included for PPT. Only JPG, PNG, or EPS files are the supportive formats. Yes, I'll give you the practice exercises. You want it now? For the equations, I have a lot of equations here. So you can try in a break. I'll let me. Uh, so you have all these equations appearing here. I'll share the screen. Right. Yes, this might happen. Correct. So you try to convert the PDF into Word, right? Yes, because we have many symbols which are not available in Word, and then it will be like, oh, it will be illogical. Nowadays, even most of the, if you want to publish a book or an article in a journal, they only allow the .tex file. Even if the good publishers of the book, they only allow .tex file. So LaTeX is, now people are actually accepting it, but still there is a lot of inertia. So in future we might not know the word. I mean, you can also convert text file into Word, that might appear, but then Word has its own limitations. Yes or no? So that's why it will be very difficult to integrate it. I mean the conversion from text to word. Yes, we can do diagrams like flowchart, and you can also customize your diagrams. There are special packages available. Yeah.
So if anybody has any question, or we can stop here for a tea break for 20 minutes. Thank you so much, sir, for your wonderful session.
Thank you, sir.
You are all requested to kindly again join after 20 minutes.
I think, yeah, 20 minutes or 10 minutes?
Yeah, 20 minutes at 2:30.
2:30, okay.
At 2:30, you all have to join again. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.